What a disappointing way to start 2025. It has just ended at Ellen Road. Leeds United 1, Blackburn 1. Is that 2 points dropped? Did Leeds even deserve to win today? Let's get into the match reaction. All right, guys, what's going on? My name is Ollie Ward. Welcome back to the Ollie Ward channel. Like I just said, it has just ended at Ellen Road. Leeds United 1, Blackburn 1. A disappointing result for Leeds United. Couldn't get that extra lead at the top of the league. Dropping 2 points, or is it a point gained, depending on how Blackburn played today? We'll get into that. But before we do, be sure to smash that like button. Let's go for 200 likes because it's the start of 2025, the start of a big year on the Ollie Ward channel. Thank you for all your support in 2024. Subscribe if you are new as well, on the road to 20,000 subscribers, and also get your comments in. Who is your man of the match today, and what was your thoughts today? It was an odd game. I mean, nothing really happened for about 75 minutes for the game, and literally there was just a point where it's just one shot on target for Leeds United, and that was just a very pussy header from Pascal from a corner, and didn't even trouble the goalkeeper. Obviously the conditions played a factor. Leeds United made a few changes from their 1-0 win against Derby a couple of nights ago, dropping Ampadu, bringing back in Rothwell, Joe Perot starting again with no Mateo Joseph. Also at half-time, so basically in the first half, nothing happened. Really nothing happened. And I'm not even just trying to say it like that because I'm completely hungover and I can't be bothered to get excited about it. No, nothing happened. The commentators were saying it. It was a bit of a nothing event up until about the 70th, and then Leeds were pushing for a goal. I didn't really understand all the substitutes today. Obviously, the halftime sub was Voba for Byram. I didn't mind that at all. But then he kind of made a change of bringing on Bamford and taking off Solomon today, when I personally think Solomon was probably our man of the match today. He was always making something happen for Leeds, and keeping Dan James on for 90 today, or 100, because there was 100 minutes in the end. I thought that was a silly idea. I think you had to keep on Solomon today, and Joel Perot didn't offer anything. Bamford, I don't even want to talk about Bamford because I feel like I always just hate on Bamford, but I don't really know what he brings. I really don't know what he brings to the team. Mateo Joseph, quiet again. Their goal came from, so basically, let's break down our goal. Was it a penalty? Was it not? Mateo Joseph goes down quite soft. You're thinking, there's nothing in this game. There's nothing at all. It was going to be 0-0. I didn't know if I was going to do a match reaction. And Leeds United get a penalty. Everyone's happy with it. He's I don't know. You've seen him given, basically. If VAR was there, they might have seen that maybe he did get the ball before he taken out Mateo Joseph. But he done well to win the penalty. And Pascal, who is apparently our penalty taker, and he's slotted it home. And it was a lovely penalty by the centre half. You're thinking, brilliant. That's what champions do. A 1-0 win. Love that. Keep the record going. Keep the home wins going. And it didn't happen like that. A bit of a ball over the top. Tanaka does well, but it does not even well enough to get it out. He just gets a corner out. They whip it in. Leeds can't deal with it. And, set pieces have killed us. And unfortunately, it was their centre half. I think, is it Danny Bath? He put it in the back of the net because him and Perot were going at it all game. I think even when Leeds scored the penalty, I don't know if you saw, Gnonto chucked him on the floor like that, and I think he had a bit of this all game. And look, he's got the final laugh. But fair play to Blackburn. They've taken 4 points off Leeds this season. I don't think Daniel Farke has as John Eustace card at all. He really, really struggles against John Eustace, and I don't know. I see this as 2 points dropped in a way. Burnley drew 0-0 today. It's Sunderland versus Sheffield United tonight. We'll have to see how that goes. I think either way, if Sheffield United do win, Leeds are still top of the table. But we wanted now to just push away from this. At the end of the day, it's not a loss, but it's just annoying that you go and score, and then 3 minutes later you then go and concede. And there was 10 minutes added on. Very stop and start game. Literally nothing really happened in this game. But it's just annoying. That's how I describe this game. Annoying, frustrating. Just nothing was. There was no rub of the green. There was no real action pack. We were just too sort of. I don't know. We were too flaccid. I'd like to say we were too flaccid because there's just nothing going on. We're passing it around the back all game. I love Tanaka. He can calm down a midfield, but sometimes is he calming it down too much when you want to get up there? Going for all the players. Melier didn't have literally anything to do but pick the ball out of his net. I think that's literally all he done. Right back Jayden Bogle before he went off. I thought he was doing all right. The thing is, he wasn't winning his first balls, but he was tracking back very, very well. But Jayden Bogle did go off injured, holding his hamstring or his groin. Hopefully, that's nothing too serious for Leeds United. Then Ampadu came on at right back again. Wasn't brilliant. I didn't know if Ampadu needed to start in the middle of the park today, but squad rotation is busy period around the Christmas period. So I understand the changes, but at right back, Ampadu, he was all right. He put some nice balls over the top. But at that point, when Ampadu was on at right back, Leeds were just chasing it. Blackburn had about 11 men behind the ball. So it wasn't really anything. Ampadu wasn't doing these overlapping runs that you'd see from Jayden Bogle. Joe Rodon, I thought he had a decent game, to be fair, but again, he's pushing everyone up. He's saying, "Come on, let's get up, let's do something." I like them little driving runs. I want to see him more, but sometimes that back line between Pascal, Joe, Jayden, and Vobel, Byram, or Firpo, we can take a bit too long to build up, and then the gaps go. And sometimes when Leeds play quick football, like we saw at Derby, we play brilliant football. And yeah, Joe Rodon was all right. Despite that, though, not too much anyone could really do for the corner. It was just a nice backwards header, and he put it in the bottom corner, really. But we should be defending that better. Set pieces. Pascal, obviously, he got the goal. Similar with Joe. Needs to just speed it up a bit. I know you're at home. I know you want to dominate possession. I know you want to dominate the game, but sometimes the gaps that the gaps go because they're not doing things quick enough. And I want to see more quick football from Leeds. Left back was Sam Byron for 45 minutes. Thought he was a bit static. You could tell a difference when Voba comes on, a natural left-footed player playing on the left-hand side. It's nice to see. He can whip them balls in. And Voba was unlucky not to win us the game in the end. There was a nice volley, good save from their goalkeeper. In the middle of the park, like I said, Tanaka today, brilliant. And he could have been, up there man of the match with interceptions and his passes. But I do think sometimes it's not just the Tanaka or the back line, it's everyone. Speed it up, and don't hold on for it for so long. Sometimes you need to. You can drag in a player, and then, but it was difficult today because Blackburn did sit a lot behind the ball, so it was hard to see them gaps. And Joe Rothwell, I thought he'd done all right until he came off. I like the progressive runs from Joe Rothwell. Left-hand side, Manor Solomon. I thought he was decent today. I really thought he was our spark today. If anything was going to happen, it was coming from Manor Solomon. And quite right, the reaction that he had when he got taken off. He was furious. He was like, why am I coming off and Dan James is staying on, or Perot's staying on? I know he came off with Perot, but I thought maybe that would have been a different result if Manor Solomon stayed on the pitch. Brendan Aronson ran around. He got a black eye about 10 minutes into the game, so I felt a bit sorry for him, but ran around again. Get rid of the ball quicker. Who's on the right-hand side? Dan James. I thought he wasn't very good today, to be honest. He was creating things. He's quick, but he was just getting stuck under his feet, doing the wrong options when shooting instead of, putting the ball in. There was one ball where I thought, just put it across the box, and he's danced with it and put it on his left foot and has hit the first man. I'm like, you're not helping my hangover, Dan. And then up top today, Perot wasn't even there, really. He wasn't there, unfortunately. It's annoying because Perot, we know how good his stats are off the bench, but can you keep benching a guy who keeps scoring goals? You think that actually he earns a start now, but then actually when he starts, he doesn't do anything, and it's disappointing to see. The subs today, Mateo Joseph, fair play, won us the penalty. Patrick Bamford just gets in the way. He really gets in the way. I don't want to just keep going on about him because I feel bad that I just constantly dig at him, but he's just not good enough anymore. Who else was it? Ampadu came on. I've already spoke about him. Similar with Voba, and there was one more player that we brought on. I can't even think about Gnonto, who he came on, and again, he was all right. He was creating things. Just a message to all of them. Just release the ball quicker. Guys, it is disappointing. It's 2 points dropped, in my opinion. We should be winning them games at home, but we go again. We are still top of the league, but we just wanted to get away. It's frustrating. It's annoying, but Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Lots more videos coming out in January. Lots more videos coming out in 2025. Stick with me. Subscribe if you're new. Smash a like and get all your comments in. I've been Ollie Ward, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheery. Oh.